Yo, look what arrived from TF Safari. It is Baiwei Toys' Kickdrop, obviously an homage to Dropkick from the Bumblebee movie. And boy, this is a pretty nice toy. And first and foremost, I was gonna say, sometimes I talk about toys that have like way too much like lubrication in the joints. He is exactly the opposite. It was so tight that I actually had to add some lube, some grease myself in order to get those things to work properly. But yeah, the tolerances are Ultrasaurus tight. And he does come with two blasters. I don't think the Studio Series does. And one thing I was just looking at this guy is I don't know why it never occurred to me before. Yo, doesn't he just look like some evil Bumblebee? You know what I mean? He has the same like Chimera motif coming down over here, the wings, the hand things that turn into the blasters. And I remember the Bumblebee toy, this thing did the exact same thing. It rotated upwards and the feet folded up. And so, yeah, when I just look at him, he just reminds me of like an evil Bumblebee. He really, really does. And I mean that in the best way possible. He has loads of articulation, but he does have a bunch of like hollow bits. And like I said, there's a little bit more grease over here so you can see it moving freely. But yeah, this one you need it for the sake of transformation. But some of the areas, other areas, perhaps there are gap fillers out in the market for that. This has some like weathering on it. I love the little like skull deco, by the way. But you can see he kind of has like that silver stuff that the Siege guys used to have, right? You can see it over here, here, and yeah, it's present throughout the entire toy, and I think it's done quite artistically. It's done pretty well. The transformation, this is the first time that I'm handling this toy. At first, it was nightmarish, and I was really scared. But after I kind of handled it a couple of times and went through, oh boy, look at that stance. He looks great, like blah, 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 ready to fight. I actually enjoy the transformation a lot. And I deviate from some of the instructions because I think certain order of operations need to be changed, but maybe that's just my flavor and it works for me better. I do love these red accents though, the little circuitry that you see on the bicep, the little accents on the knees, and so he's not just like all blue and silver. Oh, that's tight. Oh, that's tight. And there's some gold accents on the stomach as well, with a little bit of yellow over here. But overall, done pretty well. And I'm just wondering, is there a version of Shatter? Because yeah, I love me some Angela Bassett, the voice actor for Shatter, and so maybe that's available too. But yeah, look at that, nice little weathering over there, nice little red lights, and I guess we're transforming him now. Then, huh? Most of the transformation is pretty simple, and I mean maybe you're familiar with the toy already, but boy, those tolerances are just Ultrasaurus tight. And just be mindful of it, you know what I mean, when you're transforming it, and just pivot things at the right place and apply the right amount of force to the right areas. Okay, there we go. Yeah, some areas I need to utilize two thumbs or two fingers to get that to work. I will say the scariest area is this right here. Boy, that's tabbed in ultra tight, and so you have to. Oh, okay. Thank goodness that actually worked out quite well. Because during the other times I've been like, wow, and I've been hitting the phone away, and but you do have to bring this up, and then you fold out these ribs, and ultimately they're going to sit and rest inside that cavity up there, and so you can kind of figure it out in terms. You can kind of figure out the alignment as you're working through this. See that as you're kind of straightening this, those things are all kind of falling into place. But before we do all of that, we still need to mess with the arms a little bit. And so the hands are just going to tuck in over here. I've only seen the Bumblebee movie once, and that's not because it's a bad movie or anything like that. I actually like that movie a lot, and Homegirl did a great job. I'm forgetting her name. Homegirl who was in Hawkeye. I like her. I think she's a good actress, and I'm kind of surprised that she didn't come back in Rise of the Beast, or like they just she's effectively gone from the universe. You know what I mean? From the Transformers universe, and so I was like, okay, but I thought she did a good job. So we gotta bring this down like that, and again, the tolerance is just very, very tight. The first time out of the box, like seriously, it was so terrifying for me. But get everything properly situated so that the tires are straight. 1 second. Sorry about that. Yeah, I realized. Yeah, you know what? You got to bring the arms down in order for these things to straighten out. But we'll do that later. This bit over here in the instructions, they say, swing it around and tab it in. I actually reserved this for the last step. But you do need to untab it, and you need to get it out. And you do need to flip the feet up. And as you do so, it's not just about flipping the foot up. You actually got to push that all the way up so that recesses as deep as it can. Same thing for the other foot. There you go. And they won't tab in or anything like that. They'll just kind of sit there. And this will also just kind of sit there. I do wish they tabbed in better, but they don't, and it kind of is what it is. And I think it's kind of like that. And we'll figure it out as we move through it. And as you can see, this bit is already coming together. You can just kind of push that down. And if everything is aligned properly, the head will sit between that cavity. And then you can bring these back. And okay. That just kind of cloud a little bit more forcibly than I would like. But sure. And then this will come up, and there's a bunch of tabbing mechanisms. But I don't think I've straightened this out properly. Or have I? Because I know this is supposed to tab into the side. And I think... yeah, like I swear, this is supposed to tab in a little bit better. But here, let me just start moving these things down. I think I need to straighten out the legs a little bit better. I mean, it is hugging the back not good enough. And these things will kind of close up. But yeah, give me a second. I think I need to readjust the alignment over here. Okay, be right back. You know what? I couldn't quite figure it out. I swear the little tabs on the side of the foot, like I feel like it's supposed to go there. But for some reason, it's just not quite lining up for me. Dude, it was fine when I recorded it for the short, and so I definitely must be doing something wrong. But the door has another area, that bit that's supposed to tab in, and when I bring that there, it kind of lines up. And this part, the leg, is supposed to tab into the roof of the car, and that lines up. And so, I don't know, man. I don't know. Seems to be doing okay. And so I may just have to kind of resign myself to it just being like that. But yeah, this is the piece that I actually push in last because, like, I don't know, it seems to hug the outside of a lot of bits. And so once you have this hugging the back and once you have the doors in place, you can press everything down and you can squeeze that in. So I don't know. I couldn't get the... Oh. Well, kind of. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. It's all kind of worked out. And this, the singular piece, is supposed to sit right there. But he does come with two. And so you can have it mounted one there. And then you can have him mounted over here as well. So you can have that dual action. So that's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. I think it's a really nice toy, yeah. And it seems to be, again, it's an homage dropkick from the Bumblebee movie. It's from Baiwei Toys. I've been calling it Kickdrop. And if you'd like to secure yourself a copy, get it at tfsafari.com and utilize those promotional codes that you see on the corner of the screen. Support me, and yeah, by shopping at that site, because yeah, that's how my sponsor sees value in what I do for them. You know what I mean? Anyway, I appreciate y'all being here. This is a pretty cool car mode. Cleans up quite nice, and I like it. I like it almost as much as the bot mode, but I do think I like the evil Bumblebee bot mode a little bit more. Talk to you soon, friends. Bye. Brum, brum, brum.